don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her, and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of flexing mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is tied. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got the problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on, cut the flight. Promise you, if anybody can, homie, I can get the right.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58.
The 2023 season has one game left. Here we go. Super Bowl 58 underway from Vegas. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. First play and a first throw for Rodgers.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30.
A huge play there right off the bat.
47 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he can... only managed to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
This is 2nd and 8. To throw is Bagent. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Throwing now, Bagent. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from a yard out.
And the Jets are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And nothing but green grass pass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, 47 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's deep. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Bagent. Got an open man. It's Scott. His first ever catch in a Super Bowl. A nice moment. And also a 1st down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he stopped immediately there. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Back to throw, Bagent. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-7 is the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. On
first down. Bagent
eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They chop that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
This pass out wide to Hall.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers again now.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Jets continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Here's Bagent.
He'll buy some time right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Now Bagent to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Bagent.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Rodgers to throw.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. On play action, now Rodgers out to his left. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
That throw into the arms of Allen.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20, Keenan Allen, touchdown, Chicago. Keenan Allen, 96 yards. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Rodgers will try again on second down.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Third and 2.
Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Cole Kmet
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line. And so a net negative there of 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Now this throw caught left side. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown Bears. DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Running left, it's Hall. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 28.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On play action, Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Escapes the defender. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's Furk. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that'll be caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like the case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super